So because the new year is upon us, and we will be doing how the new year will work out for each of the rising sign ascendants, please stick with us. Hello, namaste and adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. The new year 2024 is already almost upon us. Just a couple of more weeks and then we will be stepping into the year of 2024, and it's important that we know how the year will work out for us basis what our rising signs are. Obviously it will not be perfect to your rising sign because your own specific placements will also play a part. Your dashas, your antardashas will play a part, but however, overall how the year will turn out for each of the rising sign ascendants by virtue of where Saturn is placed in transit right now, where Jupiter is going into in May next year, where Rahu and Ketu, what axes they are in, that will play a major part. So let's jump in and see how the new year 2024 will turn out for each of the rising sign ascendants. Now for Aries ascendant natives, we have Saturn in the 11th house in the sign of Aquarius, its own sign, its Murtikona sign, and Jupiter will remain in the Lagna in the first house at least for the first 4 months of the year until the 1st of May. So what does this mean? It means that Saturn's grip on Jupiter will continue. So while Jupiter was in your Lagna in a very auspicious placement while ruling your 9th house as well, however, Jupiter throughout the year was under the third aspect of Saturn. So Jupiter will continue to be under Saturn's grip, under its aspect for the next 4 months as well, from January until April. So the same effects will continue. However, the change that you will be able to see from now, for at least for the 4 months, is that because recently Rahu and Ketu's transits have happened, and Saturn has turned direct, which means for the next 4 months starting from Jan until April, a number of factors are going to be activated for you. So travel may be activated for you, long distance travel may be activated for some of you, some travel will happen, some visit to the spiritual places may happen, some people may want to go for workshops, higher learning, better experiences may also happen to you. So there will be some effect of travel, spirituality, learning, growth that may come by. However, you need to keep an eye on your expenses, because expenses could be something which could continue to play a part in your life, especially because Jupiter is the lord of the 12th house and is in the Lagna but under the aspect of Saturn. So you will have some expenses, but you will also be careful for the first 4 months surely. However, post May 1st 2024, Jupiter will be transiting into Taurus. This is a very auspicious placement of Jupiter because Jupiter is also the Karaka of the second house, and from the second house Jupiter's fifth aspect will be on the 6th house and on Ketu. So Jupiter will also be keeping Ketu under its control, under its influence, and not allow more challenges to come out of service, out of your job, out of wherever you are working under somebody, or when you're servicing somebody, even if you are in some business. And then his 7th aspect will be on the Scorpio sign in the 8th house. So which means from May until the end of the year, surely Jupiter will keep an eye on certain obstacles, certain challenges, certain problems, even related to your income. So this will be a good period for you to enhance your income, push forward for income, ask for better roles, better designations. So this is an auspicious sign, auspicious placement, a good placement, because Jupiter is expanding your earning while keeping the challenges at bay, while keeping the sicknesses at bay also. And then its 9th aspect will be following on your 10th house of career. So one aspect on the 6th house of service, one aspect on your 10th house of career, which means in your career Jupiter will not allow many obstacles to come. So this is a period of high growth. So you better use this period for better gains. However, expenses will continue to remain high throughout the year, but income may be better, and you will better control how your expenses are vis-a-vis your earnings. So this will surely be a better period for Aries ascendant native. So on the career front, there are opportunities. There are opportunities in terms of growth. New opportunities of job change may also come by, whereas challenges and obstacles are kept at bay. However, keep an eye on your diet, because that will be a problem, because Jupiter in the second house will also increase your nutrition. So some of you may overeat and may not pay attention to your diet, and which may eventually allow Ketu to play havoc with your health, especially connected to eating, overeating. So people who have diabetes, cholesterol, who have problems with their digestive systems, please be careful. Now for Taurus ascendant natives, Saturn will remain in your 10th house. However, Jupiter under the grip of Saturn will continue for the first 4 months surely. And because Jupiter is under the third aspect of Saturn but in the 12th house, what this means is for Taurus natives, because Jupiter rules the 8th house and placed in the 12th house, so there is some strength that Jupiter has in the 12th house, because it is also the ruler of the 12th house in the Kalpurush Kundli. So that is surely a slightly better placement for Jupiter whenever it is in the 12th house. But here it is in Aries, so it brings a lot of healing touches also. However, expenses will be something which may still be higher. And at the same time, your social life will also be under strain for the first 4 months. But there will be new connections which are made, because Rahu has very recently gone into transit into your 11th house. So this is creating opportunities of new connections, new social connections, new friendships also. However, Taurus ascendant natives, for the first 4 months, be careful, because Rahu will get you connected to or create network with those people who may not completely be somebody who is your well-wisher. Those people may be friends surely, but there will be a give and take, a yin and yang, because of which they may want to come in touch with you or make friends with you. So be a little careful also. For those people who are single and are not married, not committed, there's also a chance that suddenly somebody may come in your life and that relationship may progress, at least for some time. So be careful of who the person is and who you allow in your life, especially if you are not single but you are in a relationship, but you're not in a very committed relationship, it's on and off, then there may be challenges coming in your relationship because of this new person coming in your life. So be a little careful there, especially because of Rahu being in the Pisces sign, which is Jupiter's sign, and in the 11th house. So be careful of who you connect with, who you have friendship with, and who you hang around with, because even if you are somebody who doesn't have a bad intention, but your reputation may be under stake because of who you are hanging around with. So this is something which you need to be careful of, and expenses may go up because of you hanging around with those people around. However, from May 1st onwards, when Jupiter transits into your Lagna, away from the third aspect of Saturn, that's when the magic will begin for you, because Jupiter going into the Lagna while ruling the 11th house of wishes and desires. So some of your most important wishes and desires have an opportunity to come true in the coming year, starting from May 1st until the end of the year. However, be careful, those opportunities may come suddenly, and as soon as they come, they may also disappear, which means within months, if a new opportunity is there for business, for gains, for job change, for relationship, for partnership, for going abroad, for taking up new assignments, for getting new educational experiences, whatever, all these may be suddenly coming upon you, and within months they may also go. So if you are somebody who is waiting for too long, thinking too much to take a decision about the new opportunity, that may go, that may disappear. So when the new opportunity knocks on your door, take notice of it, be careful how you are taking a decision, and go forward. Most often Jupiter, when it is backed by sound decision making, can be a very good placement. The other thing is Rahu will continue to be in your Pisces sign throughout the year. So Rahu will continue to enhance your hunger for growth, for new connections, for high growth, especially if you're working in a large organization. Rahu will give you the hunger and the greed, wanting to do better in your new job. So surely this energy will continue throughout the year, and this will keep you on your toes. You will always be looking at new opportunities, new things coming by for you. And so this is the time surely for especially people connected with careers connected to the 8th house, a very good time. Insurance, taxation, mineralogy, petroleum industry, agriculture, IT industry, manufacturing, jewelry, all these sectors will do very, very well, especially if people also have strong placements and they have Saturn and Jupiter in good dignity in your natal chart. So this is going to be a very good period. Ketu, on the other hand, in your 5th house will keep a grip on your relationships, which means, one, if you're not committed and you're wanting to get into a relationship but through a love affair or love of falling in love and then getting into a relationship, so this will not be easy. Many times what will happen, if you're not committed and you meet somebody, you may find there are challenges in the person, or you don't like the person enough, or you find those things in the person which you don't like, because of which the relationship will not take off. So you may meet 2 or 3 people, especially if you're single, you may meet 2 or 3 people, and one by one you start chatting with somebody, talking to somebody, hang around with somebody for a few weeks, maybe a couple of months, and then the relationship peters off, nothing happens, and then the second one happens. So I'm not saying you will get into a physical intimate relationship with somebody, may also happen, but the chances that the relationship may not take off and may not go the distance is strong. So be a little careful of how and with whom you get into a relationship, with whom you are dating, because this will be a slightly tricky placement. Now if you are already in a relationship and the relationship is little yin and yang, little topsy-turvy, then there are high chances that in the new year, when Jupiter goes into the 1st house around May and Jupiter aspects Ketu with its 5th aspect, then you may take a decision whether this relationship is continuing to or will continue to be a good one for you or not, and then you may take a decision either to commit or completely come out of the relationship. So be a little careful, because Jupiter also rules your 8th house, so that decision may be a very sudden decision, maybe a knee-jerk reaction. So be careful how you are committing, to whom you are committing, and how you are taking the relationship forward. The other thing is, because Jupiter also rules the 8th house going into the Lagna and also aspecting your 7th house, some new relationships may be formed which may also create some challenges for you if you're not careful. This relationship may even be connected to your job, your career. So be careful who you get into a relationship, because this may have a long-term impact. If the person is good for you and the person is complimenting you, then this can be a very good placement. Whatever the relationship is, it's a colleague, it's a boss. I'm not talking about a love relationship, that man-woman relationship. I'm talking about even a career-based, a professional relationship can take you places, can be a very good thing for you. Then Jupiter's 9th aspect will continue to be on your 9th house, but on the sign ruled by Saturn, while Saturn is placed in your 10th house. So Jupiter will expand the opportunities of growth connected to long distance travel, connected to learning, connected to some higher degrees or higher qualification. If you get an opportunity of higher qualification or some workshop that you attend, please take it up. Try and take up one better qualification or higher certification, because that will lead to better opportunities in the future. So overall, a very good year overall for Taurus ascendant natives, especially starting from May onwards, so make the best use of it. Now for Gemini ascendant natives, Saturn will continue to remain in your Aquarius sign, at least for through the year, but at least for the first 4 months it will keep Jupiter in its grip. So what it means is, because Rahu has very recently transited into your 10th house and Ketu into your 4th house, while Rahu is in the sign ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter continues to be under the grip of Saturn for the first 4 months. So what it will do for you is, Jupiter is in the 11th house of wishes and desires, and Rahu is in your 4th house. So at least for the first 4 months, the same hunger and greed will continue, especially when the turn of the year comes. You will feel, okay, now I'm in a new year. Now what's happening? What's happening on my career front? What's happening on my job front? Do I need to do something different? When you meet somebody at the New Year parties, people will ask you, what are you doing? What's happening? What are the plans for the new year? So this will really make you think what you want to do in the new year. Is there something that you need to relook at in your career, new career opportunities? So the first 4 months will get you really thinking, because Jupiter is in the sign of Aries and in the 11th house of wishes and desires, while Jupiter rules your 10th house of career. The other thing is, Jupiter will also make you feel that, or question your relationship or how your relationship is progressing. So if you feel your relationship is progressing and is doing very well, so this will be an excellent period for you, and through the year you will have good relationships, you will have a strong bond with your person, and you will spend time with the person. So a very good period for Gemini people throughout the year. However, there are also signs of travel which may come about for you when Jupiter moves into your 12th house starting May 1. So beginning of April itself, because transits start playing the part, long duration transits 30 to 45 days before the transit actually happens, because they are already on the cusp of moving into that next house. So opportunities of long distance travel will start for Gemini people from April itself. So long distance travel may come by, foreign trips may happen, some of you may get good opportunities in foreign companies or with foreign consultants. So very, very good period, very auspicious period starting for Gemini ascendant natives from May 1st, especially because Jupiter going into the 12th house will be aspecting your 4th house of domestic life. So Jupiter going into the 12th house aspecting your 4th house, which means giving you an opportunity of even moving away, long distance away from your current place, but with a good opportunity, maybe going abroad, maybe within your country, traveling long distance and going to another place, either for assignment or for work, or even moving your place of residence. So that is surely there. Then from the 12th house, Jupiter is aspecting your 6th house. Jupiter will control and keep your challenges coming from opposition, from your enemies, from your competition at bay, especially in the Scorpio sign. But at least one transformation will surely come for Gemini ascendant natives connected to your career, connected to your job next year. One opportunity will come by for you, some sudden transformation in the role that you play, in the job that you do, in the company that you work, who your boss is, and one big transformation, one change is going to come upon you. And because Jupiter's 9th aspect will be on your 8th house, so Jupiter will keep challenges, problems, sudden obstacles at bay. However, Jupiter will also expand gains coming from the 8th house. So there may be a sudden gain coming connected to career, connected to moving your city, connected to your service or job, and because of which you start doing well. So overall, a very auspicious period for Gemini people starting from May 1st until the end of the year. Because of Rahu continuing to be your 10th house, continuing to give you the hunger and greed for service and career, while Jupiter moves into your 12th house. A strong placement for Jupiter in the 12th house and in the sign of Taurus. So increasing money or increasing the opportunity of increasing your money in the bank is going to be there, but expenses may also be there. So you suddenly get good money, you want to spend more money on home, on travel, on doing something better, or buying something new, surely will be happen. Some people, some Gemini ascendant natives will surely buy a new car, a new conveyance, either a bike or a car or a larger car, or change of car, something better will surely happen there. If not a car, then a new house may happen, or moving into a new house, a better opportunity will surely happen. So overall, a fantastic year for Gemini ascendant natives, so please make the best use of it. Now for Cancer ascendant natives, Jupiter will continue to be under the 3rd aspect of Saturn. However, at the turn of the new year, especially with the recent transit of Rahu into your sign of Pisces and Ketu into the 3rd house, so Rahu has strongly activated the sign of Pisces for Jupiter, while Jupiter remains in your 10th house. So the first 3 months before appraisals happen, there will be a lot of push and pull from your side for career, for growth. You may relook at your career, you may relook at what you're doing, you may relook at who you're working with. So that will surely be there. So Jupiter will continue to give you opportunities of long distance travel, doing some higher certification, higher learning, better experiences. More experiential learning may also come by for you. And you may also, some of you may also be able to score over competition where it's concerning growth or getting a new role or getting a new opportunity or even getting a promotion. So that is going to be surely there. But if you have really worked hard, because Jupiter is under the 3rd aspect of Saturn and will remain there for the first 4 months. So whoever has worked really very hard over the last 1 year or so, especially since Jupiter went into Aries, is going to be a fantastic period for you. The first 4 months is going to be, but be very careful of what documentation you do, what preparation you do when you go for your appraisal discussions or whenever you're talking to your boss. So you may be asked for proofs. So whenever you say, I did a fantastic job, I did this, I did that, document everything so that when you ask, you can immediately say, I did this, this is the proof, this is the increment I did, these are the numbers I've given you. And then From the 1st of May, what's going to happen when Jupiter transits into your 11th house of your wishes and desires coming true, and in the sign of Taurus, the money sign. So Jupiter will be enhancing your capacity to earn more money, to do better. And Jupiter will be aspecting Ketu, which has gone into your 3rd house of effort. So Ketu has been not allowing you the best gains of your effort because it has transited into your 3rd house and in the sign of Virgo, which in the Kalpurush Kundi is the 6th house of service, of career, the Bhrigu Bhava. So Jupiter is putting its aspect on Ketu, while Ketu will also aspect Jupiter back. But what Jupiter is doing is giving you better fruits of your labor from 1st May onwards. So if you have really worked hard for the last 1 year or so, starting from April, you will push for and you will make gains. If for some reason, if you are not able to make gain in your current organization because bosses are not agreeing, then there will be a better opportunity coming for you from outside. So be careful, keep an eye out. Sometimes when a planet goes into the 11th house, because it is an Upachai house, we need to make it happen also. Look around, look for new opportunities. Use that to even negotiate within your organization. This is an excellent period for Cancer ascendant in this. Jupiter going into 11th house of wishes and desires. So at least one big strong wish and desire of yours can come true. Then Jupiter will aspect with the 7th aspect the 5th house and in the sign of Scorpio. So some big transformation connected to career may come about. Why career? Because their 5th house is the 8th house to the 10th house. So some change Jupiter will bring about to your career because Jupiter has gone into the 11th house of wishes and desires coming true and connected to change in career. Some of you, if you have been thinking of expanding your family, new addition in your family may come by. Those people who are not in a committed relationship, a new relationship may come by through romance and suddenly it may happen. So what happens? You meet somebody at a party, usually in a social environment. You meet somebody, maybe you meet somebody at a restaurant, you meet somebody at a party, you meet somebody at a pub, wherever, or you meet somebody at official party also. Some people come over to your house, you get introduced to somebody and that may click, start off a new relationship, also sharing of numbers, starting to meet people. So be careful. If you're already in a committed relationship, something which may start casually may end up into something major. So if you're in a committed relationship, you need to rethink what you're doing with the new person. If you're not in a committed relationship, make hay while the sun shines. From May onwards, excellent period for new romances, meeting somebody new, meeting somebody who's very good looking, maybe even better than you in social strata. So excellent period for intimacy, love. All this is going to happen. And why this is important? Because Jupiter's 9th aspect is going to be on your 7th house of relationship. So romance being kindled and Jupiter aspecting your 7th house. So strong either commitment happening or you actually going ahead and marrying somebody, wanting to get into a relationship with somebody is going to happen. So overall, a very good period for Cancer ascendant natives where your efforts are going to bear you fruit, especially if you are in also at something of your own. You do something on the social media, you have your own practice, maybe you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you are a social influencer, whatever you are. Very good period. Jupiter is expanding and giving you opportunities of your efforts. Jupiter is enhancing gains coming from children, gains coming from your love, gains coming from your change in career, gains coming in for those people who are artists, and also through relationship from partnerships. So if you're trying to or wanting to get into a new partnership, either in a relationship or in connected to work, excellent period for Cancer ascendant natives. Now for Leo ascendant natives, Saturn will continue to remain in your 7th house, aspecting Jupiter for the first 4 months surely. So because Rahu has recently gone into the sign of Pisces in your 8th house, so for the first 4 months you may find a few things which are suddenly happening. Suddenly new communication, some news, some new development which will be kick-starting either a long distance travel or a workshop or a new opportunity which is coming by to you, either through foreign companies, foreign lands. Something new, sudden will kick-start for you in the first 4 months. So keep an eye on you, and this may be in some way connected to your increment. But what happens is, because Ketu is moved into your 2nd house, but in the sign of Virgo, which is the 6th house of the Kalpurush Kundli. So Ketu is keeping its grip on your income or expansion of income or new opportunity coming from career. So if you are not keeping an eye out for the new opportunity which Rahu will be creating for you, you may miss that opportunity. So some real new good opportunity will surely come for you in the first 4 months. But be careful in your health, because Saturn is continuing to aspect your Lagna, especially in the sign which is not a friendly sign to it. And Saturn is also aspecting your 4th house. So Saturn for the first 4 months is keeping a grip on any new developments happening with property or assets or career. But a new opportunity Rahu is creating for you, and so you keep an eye on for it, because Rahu co-rules Aquarius along with Saturn. Rahu is in a very strong placement here, aspecting your 12th house and aspecting your 4th house as well. So sometimes Rahu may even override Saturn's influence on your 4th house, domestic life, assets. So opportunity of creating assets is surely there. But once Jupiter transits into your Taurus sign 1st of May onward, this is an excellent period for Leo ascendant natives, because Jupiter rules the 5th house of gains, and Jupiter will be moving into the 10th house. So one trine house lord getting into a Kendra house, and through its Mool Trikona Rashi of Sagittarius. So very auspicious period. Jupiter from the 10th house will be aspecting Ketu and not allowing Ketu to continue to keep its grip on your income. Jupiter is expanding your increment, expanding your earning, expanding your savings, so through your career. So keep an eye out for new opportunities coming for you. Surely Jupiter is expanding that, and Jupiter is moving into the money sign of Taurus. So Jupiter is surely giving you an opportunity of an increment of better money, but you will have to keep an eye out for what the opportunity is, and in fact create those opportunities. Why? Jupiter rules the 5th house going into the 10th house, so the 5th house is the 8th house to the 10th house. So Jupiter is saying, I am expanding surely your career work front, but you create the change, or keep an eye out when the opportunity comes for you. For example, a casual meet at some party, and somebody says, well, what are you doing? Would you like a change? Think about it, and you are very casual about it. My suggestion would be follow up some new opportunities which are coming, even a slight chance somewhere, follow it up. And I'm telling you, some new opportunity surely will be created for you. And this may also get connected to moving cities, because Jupiter's 7th aspect is in your 4th house. So new opportunity comes from moving into a new place, and this may happen very suddenly, because Jupiter is aspecting your 4th house, but in the sign of Scorpio, transformation. So a sudden transformation happening, because Ketu's 9th aspect will also continue to be on your 4th house. So some transformation connected to career, connected to change in career, connected to new opportunities, Leo sign people will go through, and you will get. So keep an eye, and you never know, you may create assets, you may get into a new house, you may make a new house, you may even buy a new house, maybe even buy a new house on loans. And why loans? Because Jupiter's 9th aspect is on the 6th house of debts and loans. So creating opportunities of buying a new house or assets on loan. So you may buy a car or appliances or a new house, or invest in a new property also, because Jupiter rules the 5th house of investments. So this is surely getting, all these opportunities are getting created, and that is getting connected because of a move up in your job, in your responsibility. So for Leo ascendant natives, an excellent period, but keep an eye out for the change. Keep an eye out for how you are spending your money, because from May onward, surely this is going to be a period of prosperity, increase and largesse. Now for Virgo ascendant natives, Saturn is placed in your Aquarius sign in your 6th house, and will continue to aspect Jupiter with the 3rd aspect till May 1st. However, recently Rahu has moved into the Pisces sign ruled by Jupiter. So what this is doing for you is, because Jupiter is aspecting your 12th house, as well as Jupiter is aspecting your 2nd house of increment and earning. So Rahu is giving you the hunger and greed, at least for the first 4 months of the year, which means keep an eye out for any new opportunities getting connected, and this will be sudden. So from mid-January onwards, keep an eye out for some sudden new opportunities coming, because Jupiter is placed in the Aries sign of lot of energy, high motivation, but in the 8th house. So Rahu's placement in your 7th house and in the sign of Pisces will create new opportunities of working with a new team, in a new organization, in a large organization also, especially because Saturn is aspecting your 12th house, and Jupiter is also aspecting your 12th house. That opportunity surely they connected to increment. So there may be some opportunity which may be connected to increment, better earnings, at least for the first 4 months. However, once Jupiter transits into the Taurus sign in May and aspects your Lagna and also aspects your 3rd house of effort. So what Jupiter is doing is that if you add some new qualifications, some new certification, or if you're ready to travel long distance, or you attend workshops, that will create an opportunity of a higher rise in stature, higher rise in designation, connected to your effort, which means your efforts, if you have worked hard over the last 1 year, that Jupiter will be activating, connected to the money sign of Taurus. So your efforts will bear fruit for you, and new opportunity may come. But the opportunity mostly may come within the country from May 1st onwards. So within your place of current residence, wherever you're working, within 1,000 kilometers from there, you may get a new opportunity. You may do some short distance travel also, and your efforts will bear fruit. You will be able to shine in front of your superiors, and you may get some new accolades also. And because from the 9th house, with this 9th aspect, Jupiter will be aspecting your 5th house of gains, so surely gains will be coming, and also investment through investments. So keep an eye out for what investments you're making and where you're making those investments, because those investments may also bear fruit. Jupiter will expand those. However, know that if you are somebody who works with hunger and greed, because Jupiter sign of Pisces, Rahu is placed there, so Rahu's grip on Pisces sign will continue. So don't get into some extra investments wanting sudden quick gains, because those can be counterproductive. So be very careful of where you make your investments. However, still a very auspicious period for Virgo ascendant natives. Growth is coming for you, expansion is coming for you within the country after May 1 till the end of the year. New opportunities are surely come to you, and these opportunities are increasing your stature, your standing in society, coming from various quarters. So surely it can come through career, through work, because it is the Virgo sign, 6th house of the Kalpurush Kundali, and suddenly it may come by because Jupiter's 7th aspect in the 3rd house of effort is in the sign of Scorpio. A sudden transformation, a sudden opportunity coming. So overall, for Virgo ascendant natives, keep an eye out for new opportunities and for money increments connected to service, connected to gain, coming to teamwork. Now for Libra rising sign natives, for the first 4 months, Saturn's 3rd aspect will continue to be on Jupiter. However, recently Rahu is moved into the 6th house and into the sign of Pisces, ruled by Jupiter. So what Rahu is doing is, Rahu is giving you a hunger and greed for new expansion in your career related to work, because Rahu is in the 6th house but in the sign of Pisces, ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter from your 7th house will continue to aspect your Lagna, and continue to aspect your 11th house of wishes and desires, and continue to aspect your 3rd house of effort. So the first 4 months you will push hard, or you should push hard for increments, for gains, which will enhance your status in society, stature in society. So the first 4 months surely is an opportunity that, especially if you have really worked hard over the last 1 year, so an opportunity for better gains is surely coming for you. So make the best use of the time, make the use of this opportunity and push forward for gains. Now from the 1st of May onwards, Jupiter will transit into your 8th house and into the money sign of Taurus, which means an opportunity is coming for you to suddenly enhance your income, suddenly enhance your livelihood, which will also be connected to the 12th house. But what Ketu is doing, because it has recently transited into your 12th houses, stopping you from going abroad, stopping you from making gains from foreign companies, foreign clients, foreign consultants. But because Jupiter is now moving into the Taurus sign in May, aspecting your Ketu, so Jupiter is releasing the grip of Ketu on the 12th house and expanding your 12th house. But what Jupiter will do is give you higher income, but may also bring in new expenses, which Ketu was controlling. So there will be some thought surely. So you will splurge on certain things surely, but there will also be a tight grip, or you'll continue to keep a tight grip on certain things where expenses are concerned. So you may splurge on maybe going abroad, traveling, buying new things and all, but day-to-day spending you may try to keep a grip on it. So this is surely a better placement for you. However, Jupiter suddenly getting into Taurus is surely creating opportunities for enhanced earning, especially connected to career, connected to the 8th house, because Jupiter also rules the 6th house of service, career. Going into the 8th house of sudden transformations and in the sign of Taurus. So suddenly some new opportunity may come by for you and give you gains. So Libra sign people, I will tell you to keep an eye out, because it may be too sudden. It's like you meeting your boss and without warning, the boss telling you, or would you like to go to the city, move to the city, move into this department, move into with this person. So don't suddenly say no, don't be taken aback. Whatever comes to you, tell them that okay, give me a day, give me a couple of days to think, but don't take too much time. The opportunity will not remain for long. Okay, so that surely is that opportunity is getting created for you. The other thing is Jupiter, why it's going to enhance your earning is because from the 8th house in the money sign of Taurus, it is aspecting the 8th sign of Scorpio, but in the 2nd house. So Taurus sign rules the 2nd house in the Kalpurush Kundli, and Scorpio sign rules the 8th house in the Kalpurush Kundli. So the 2nd house and the 8th house effect is strongly getting connected by virtue of Jupiter transiting there and aspecting the 2nd house of Scorpio while being placed in the Taurus sign, and the 2nd house in the Kalpurush Kundli is ruled by Taurus. So money, it surely is a thing which is going to suddenly come by to you. Increments, enhanced earnings may also come by to you. So please keep an eye out. Don't lose opportunities. And this is an excellent period for making your opportunity of even getting into a new job, new opportunities, moving cities. One change of residence is surely seen, which may come suddenly, either because you want to move into a better house, you have a new opportunity, so you are getting into a new city. So some change in home or home environment, buying of new furniture, doing up the house, coloring your house, making some changes to your house is surely coming by. But whatever it is going to come for the better. A better home environment, better things, or even a better city or better house in a new city is coming by. So overall for Libra ascendant native, starting from May 1, excellent opportunity. But those opportunities are coming suddenly for you, so keep an eye out and make the best use of it. For Scorpio rising sign people, Saturn will continue to be in your 4th house and continue to aspect Jupiter with the 3rd aspect, at least for the first 4 months. However, because Rahu has recently moved into your sign of Pisces in the 5th house, ruled by Jupiter. So what Rahu is doing is creating a hunger and greed for new connections, either through a romantic relationship, romantic alliance which is coming by for you, or connected to children. Some of you, if you are a couple and you are in that age where you want to conceive, you want to expand your family, so new good news may come by for you. Some of you may also want to bring about a change in career, because Saturn is continuing to aspect to 10th house. Rahu going into the 5th house is giving a strong hunger and desire for some change in job. You may be bored of what you're doing, or you may be bored of the current role that you're playing for too long. You want to change either in role or designation, or higher authority, higher designation, or even a promotion, and that is getting activated for you also, because Jupiter will be remaining in the 6th house for the first 4 months. So Jupiter will continue to keep that opportunity alive for you, and Rahu will keep wanting to push you forward. So keep an eye out and watch out for opportunities which are coming, especially connected to those opportunities which may even give you an increment, because Jupiter also rules the 2nd house of income. So Jupiter ruling the 5th house of change, the media. So anybody connected to the arts, media, communication, investments, connected to money, accounts will surely do very, very well. And this is also a period where it may signal a new relationship coming, but you may be taken suddenly by a new person coming into your life who may seem to be very good, much better than your current partner if you are in, and that may lead you to get into another alliance with the person or dumping your current relation. So be very, very careful. If you find somebody very attractive, especially sexually very attractive, very good looking, so be a little careful, because that may spoil your relationships, and your relationship has a tendency to go through ups and downs, and that may come by for you when Jupiter moves into the sign of Taurus in May and aspects the 6th sign of Virgo, but in the 11th house of wishes and desires. So your wishes and desires may force you to make a change in relationship when Jupiter goes into the 7th house. but be careful of what kind of relationship you are getting into. Whichever relationship you get into, especially connected to career, may be surely a good move, especially if you join a new team, a new department, because Jupiter is moving into the money sign of Taurus, aspecting your 11th house of wishes and desires and controlling Ketu. Ketu was not allowing you to move up ahead, not allowing your wishes and desires to come by, because Ketu is a sign of negation. Jupiter is overruling Ketu there, especially connected to career, because Jupiter is aspecting Ketu in the Virgo sign, which is the 6th house in the Kalpurush Kundi. So Jupiter's transit into Taurus is giving you a chance to get more earnings, wishes and desires coming true, and very important is Jupiter will be aspecting your Lagna. So your wishes and desires in a new partnership, in a new role, in a new organization, large brand, because it is the 11th house which it will be aspecting, and it may come by to you suddenly, because Jupiter with the 7th aspect is aspecting the Scorpio sign, the Lagna. So for Scorpio ascendant natives, some wish and desire of moving up, new job, new opportunity surely getting created from 1st May onwards, but it depends how you play your cards well. And because Jupiter's 9th aspect is on your 3rd house of efforts, so if you have really put in your very strong efforts over the last 1 year, then nobody will be able to stop you from May onwards, 1st onwards, when a new opportunity will enhance your status, enhance your standing in society and give you gains. People who are in their own business, doing something of your own, this is an excellent period for you, but you have to be very careful of your communication. Communicate well, send the right signals across, send the right messages across, take up new opportunities, follow up people. Just don't send them email and sit on your haunches. Follow up communication, follow up with people, follow up messages. You will find that new opportunities come by for you which will gain or bring gains for you, especially connected to income, earning, because Jupiter is moving into the sign of Taurus from May onwards into the money sign and aspecting your Lagna. So overall, a very, very good period for Scorpio ascendant natives from 1st May onwards. Not that the first 4 months of the year are not going to be good for you. New opportunities will also come by for you for the first 4 months, but the best period will be starting for you from the 1st May onwards, when Jupiter will be creating opportunities for new relations, new connections, and a new status or better status in society, because it is going to aspect your Lagna. So overall for Scorpio ascendant natives, an excellent period. Make the best use of it. Now for Sagittarius rising sign people, Saturn will continue to remain in Aquarius sign and keep Jupiter under its grip with the 3rd aspect. However, recently Rahu is moved into the Pisces sign, into your 4th house. Rahu getting into the Pisces sign ruled by Jupiter, while Jupiter itself rules the Pisces sign as well as your Lagna and placed in the 5th house, which means Rahu is creating hunger and greed, especially for those people who are working in foreign companies, with foreign clients, with foreign consultants, or in foreign lands. This is very strong placement, and new opportunities are getting created because Jupiter is in the 5th house, which is the 8th house from the 10th house. But what's happening is Ketu is moved into your 10th house in the sign of Virgo. Virgo is the 6th house in the Kalpurush Kundli, which means in career, Ketu was not allowing you to move ahead, but because Jupiter is placed in the 5th house, it is still creating opportunities, and Rahu in Pisces, which means in the first 4 months you will get sudden opportunities may come by for you, especially connected to moving from one foreign brand of company into another one, from one MNC into another, or from a domestic company also into a foreign brand, working for foreign clients. So a very strong foreign element is coming, and because Rahu is in the 4th house in Pisces, so house is getting connected, home environment is getting connected to foreign lands, either because of you moving abroad or wanting to move abroad. So for Sagittarius ascendant native, this is a very good period to plan to move abroad or plan to move into a new organization, even a foreign company. If you are ready for it, this can be an excellent period for you, especially because from the 1st May onward, Jupiter will be transiting into your 6th house of service, but into the money sign of Taurus, and Jupiter will be aspecting Ketu in the 10th house of career. So place in the 6th house, which is Virgo energies in the Kalpurush Kundli, aspecting the Virgo sign in the 10th house, which means Jupiter is creating opportunities, expanding opportunities for a new job, a new role for you. So surely make the best use of the opportunity. So the first 4 months will create the opportunity for you, and you may take up the new opportunity from 1st May onwards, which may also be the time when the appraisals are over for those people who are working in large corporates. And why this is an excellent period is because Jupiter will be moving into Taurus sign, into the money sign of Taurus, ruled by Venus, and Venus also rules your 11th house of wishes and desires coming true. But the better opportunity is also coming for Jupiter in money wise, because Jupiter will be aspecting the 2nd house. In the Kalpurush Kundi, 2nd house is ruled by Taurus. Jupiter is moving into the Taurus sign in May. And Jupiter will also be aspecting your 12th house, foreign lands, foreign opportunities. So that's why the first 4 months are creating those opportunities, and the opportunity is getting fructified from the 1st May onwards. So keep an eye out, all those people who are working in foreign companies or wanting to go abroad, connected to career, a new sudden opportunity may come by for you. But there will be other people also who will be vying for or looking for the same opportunity. So you play your cards well. If you play your cards well and you take up the opportunity, or you actively look for the opportunity, it will surely come by for you. It will come by for you connected to career, working with different kinds of people, different people from different culture. So make the best use of it, because career is getting enhanced, income is getting enhanced, opportunities of going abroad, working in foreign companies, working for better brands is getting enhanced, and Jupiter will allow you to overcome your competition and do better than everybody else and enhance your status and stature. Why? Because Jupiter rules the Lagna, and because Rahu is placed in the sign of Pisces, which means that the person will get an opportunity of doing up the home better, moving into a better home, better, larger home also. And you may splurge money on new conveniences, new appliances. So be careful of how you splurge, because Jupiter is expanding your 12th house of waste and excess. So you may earn a lot, you may increase your earning potential also, but you may splurge because you may want to live it up. Not a bad thing to live it up, but be careful. So overall, a fantastic period for Sagittarius ascendants. If the next year is going to be a very good year for anyone, it's surely going to be for Sagittarius ascendant natives. So make the best use of this period. For those people who are doing something of their own, working in their own organizations, or if you're a social influencer, you are a business person, very, very good period for you when Jupiter moves into the 6th house, aspects your 2nd house, while Saturn is in the 3rd house of effort. So Saturn will give you the fruits of your effort, especially if you have worked hard. Jupiter is expanding money, career, earnings, and also getting you better gains from others and overcoming your competition, especially connected to foreign lands, foreign opportunities as well. Now for Capricorn rising people, for the first 4 months of the year, Saturn will continue to aspect Jupiter in your 4th house with the 3rd aspect. However, recently Rahu is moved into the 3rd house in the sign of Pisces, ruled by Jupiter. So Rahu is creating opportunities for you and asking you to look out for gains connected to your efforts. So Rahu is telling you have worked so hard through the year, gains should be coming for you. So at the turn of the year, you may start rethinking, are you in the right career, are you in your right place, because Jupiter is placed in the 4th house. So Jupiter is expanding the 4th house, which means you may, with the turn of the new year, you may buy appliances, some conveniences, you may do up the new house. So that is creating opportunities, and Rahu is creating opportunities for you connected to effort. So Rahu is telling you, wherever you are put in effort so far, you should make gains from it. If you are not making gains, you have to rethink, and this will come by strongly for you from the 1st of May when Jupiter transits into your 5th house of change in career and in the money sign of Taurus. So Rahu is giving you the hunger and greed, place in the Pisces sign. Rahu moving into the 5th house and Taurus sign is expanding money, investments, increments, change, gains, especially connected to change in career, because the 5th house is the 8th to the 10th house. However, when Jupiter goes into the 5th house, because Jupiter is the Karaka of children, number of people who are of Capricorn rising will find you are paying more attention to children, children's affairs, children's schools, children's education, maybe more visits to the school, maybe more connections or meeting up with in parent-teacher meetings. So somewhere you will take more interest in children's education. Some of you may have children who are of teenage years, so you may relook at their admissions, what new streams they are taking up, which career opportunities they are taking up, where they are wanting to move. Especially some of your children may move to better educational institutes, even move away from your home or move away from continuing to be with you, seeking better opportunities or better foreign universities or better placements. So some of your children may move away from from living with you into moving into maybe into a new city for higher studies. Some of them may even go to foreign lands for foreign universities. So surely some change or more focus on children is coming. Secondly, if you are not in a committed relationship, then Capricorn ascendant natives, please watch out. The next year is going to be a number of flings for you, which means if you are not in a committed relationship, there may be 3, 4, 5, 6 opportunities one by one every few weeks, every few months something may come by for you, and you are looking at whether this person is good or that person is good, whether should I be with this person or should I be that person, or new opportunities in career coming for you, because Jupiter is moving into the money sign of Taurus ruled by Venus, but Venus also rules your 10th house of career, and Jupiter in the 5th house is 8th from the 10th house. So new opportunities in career coming for you, and you thinking, should I be with this organization or with that organization, should I take up this role or take up that role. So surely from May onwards, number of opportunities will come by for you. So keep your eyes open, don't miss out on the opportunities. And because Jupiter will be aspecting the 6th sign of Virgo in the 9th house, so long distance travel may also come by with a career opportunity for you, because the 9th house is long distance travel in the sign of Virgo, which is the original 6th house in the Kalpurush Kundli. So Ketu, which was not allowing you for gains or movement, Jupiter will be overruling Ketu and creating those opportunities. And it may be sudden, because Jupiter is aspecting the 11th house of wishes and desires through your social network, working in large organizations, working in large brands, but in the sign of Scorpio. So the opportunity may be sudden. Firstly, Jupiter in the 5th house, 8th house to the 10th house, aspecting the 8th sign of Scorpio in the 11th house. So new sudden opportunity may come by for you, and that sudden opportunity may come by for you in career, moving to foreign lands also, because Jupiter also rules the 12th house of Sagittarius sign, and Jupiter also rules the 3rd house of effort, but where Rahu is placed. So foreign elements, foreign lands, foreign opportunities, foreign clients, moving to foreign lands, especially because Jupiter is aspecting the 9th house of long distance travel, is also coming by for you. The other thing is either foreign opportunities or better opportunities, or MNCs, larger organizations within the country, or new opportunities and romance is also getting connected, and sudden opportunities coming connected. So be careful and keep an eye. But if you don't get into a relation with a person who is of equivalence to you in social strata, then you may lose your reputation also with people. People may think, what happened to this person? I saw this person 2 months back with this person, now the person is going around with that person. What is happening to this person? What has suddenly happened? So be careful, because your reputation is at stake if you are found with moving around with too many people. So especially for men, don't be a Casanova. Be careful of who you hang around with. For women, if your husband is of Capricorn sign ascendant, give them more time and attention. This is also important, because why I'm talking about status in society, because Jupiter is aspecting the sign of Capricorn in the Lagna, where it gets debilitated. So a sudden opportunity through romantic liaison, aspecting Scorpio sign, aspecting Capricorn, may also make you lose reputation connected to romance. However, connected to work, connected to career, excellent period for you. You may gain high in career, you may do very well in career, and because of it, suddenly people will sit up and take notice that you have got this new role, you have got this new opportunity, you have joined this new organization, you have moved into this new designation. Excellent period for Capricorn sign ascendants connected to career, connected to money, more money. So if you have really put in the hard work over the last 1 year, and Rahu moving into the sign of Pisces into the 3rd house, and Saturn in the 2nd house of earning, which Rahu co-rules, so surely a better opportunity coming for Capricorn. Expansion of earning, expansion of standing in society, expansion of designation, and a new relationship also coming for Capricorn ascendant natives. So overall, from 1st May onwards, a very, very good period for Capricorn ascendant natives. Saturn is being protective of not allowing too many ups and downs, but Jupiter is creating those opportunities. Keep an eye out. Please make the best use of those opportunities coming by for you. Now for Aquarius rising sign people, Saturn will continue to be in your Lagna, and continue to aspect Jupiter with the third aspect. But what has happened recently is that Rahu is moved into your second house, but in the sign of Pisces, ruled by Jupiter. Now this is a very auspicious period for those people when Rahu gets into Pisces in the second house, because Rahu does very well in Pisces. Pisces is also the natural 12th house of the Kalpurush Kundli, which is foreign lands, foreign clients, foreign associations. Rahu also denotes foreign elements. So Rahu is creating opportunities of earning higher income, higher livelihood connected to earnings connected to foreign lands, especially because it is in the sign of Pisces. And Jupiter is continuing to remain at least for the first 4 months in the third house of effort in the sign of Aries. So this is a very good opportunity for you. And so for the first 4 months, make the best use of it, because Jupiter is placed in the sign of Aries ruled by Mars. Mars also rules your 10th house of career, of better designation, better growth. So Jupiter is creating opportunities for better growth. Saturn has kept a grip on not moving up suddenly, because Saturn wants that unless you have worked really hard over the last 1 year, only then the higher designation, higher growth may come by for you. However, when 1st of May onwards, when Jupiter moves into the money sign of Taurus, into the 4th house, aspects your 10th house, then Saturn's grip on your 10th house will loosen, and Rahu's and Jupiter's grip on the 10th house will increase, because Rahu is aspecting your 10th house with the 9th aspect, and Jupiter is aspecting with the strong 7th direct aspect on the 10th house. So strong opportunities for career, new designation is also getting created, especially for those people who work individually, which means you are an individual role, not responsible for team. Then this is an excellent period. Or those people who have something of their own practice as a lawyer, as a doctor, as somebody who is maybe a tax consultant or any sort of consultant. A very, very good period for you, very auspicious period for you. Again, a growth bringing period for you from 1st May onwards. And because Jupiter will be aspecting the 6th sign of Virgo in the 8th house, so the opportunity may be sudden. Remember, the 6th sign of Virgo is in the 6th house in the Kalpurush Kundli. Now Ketu was not allowing that opportunity coming by for you, connected to career, connected to change, especially if you're working under somebody in a job. Jupiter is releasing Ketu's strong grip on your service growth. Jupiter is expanding that, connected to growth, connected to career, because Jupiter will also be aspecting the 10th house, but in the sign of Scorpio. So one big transformation surely coming for Aquarius ascendant natives, and connected to foreign lands, because Jupiter is aspecting with its 9th aspect of long distance travel in the 12th house, ruled by Saturn, as Saturn is moving into the Lagna. So surely opportunities of higher gains coming, and which this opportunity will bring you long-term stability. So remember, Aquarius ascendant natives, whichever decision you take from 1st May onward, this will have a long-term impact, long-term bearing on your career. It may be new change in career, new movement away. And because Saturn is aspecting your 7th house, so a new change coming in through relationship, you establishing your domestic house with that relationship, and that will have a long-term impact. So some of the Aquarius people, where Aquarius sign is either your rising sign or very strong in your horoscope, you may get hitched, you may get married, you may get into a new relationship, establish a new domestic home, new place, new home, new city also. So overall an excellent period, connected to home environment, connected to earnings, because Jupiter is moving into the sign of Taurus from 1st May onwards, connected to relationship, connected to career, connected to foreign lands. Overall, Ketu is keeping you away from sudden big problematic challenges. Rahu and Jupiter are creating better opportunities, sudden opportunities, but for your good. So overall an excellent period for Aquarius. Make the best use of 2024. Now for Pisces rising sign people, Jupiter will continue to be under the 3rd aspect of Saturn for the first 4 months. But what has happened is recently Rahu has moved into your Lagna in the Pisces sign ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is transiting to your 2nd house. So the first 4 months you will start thinking, am I in the real opportunity or good opportunity, or am I in the right place? Because you will be concerned about your increments, about your earnings, about your savings. And the last year must have been a year where some of your expenses may have come by for you, sudden expenses may also have come by for you. So there is not too much money in the bank, so you're surely worried about your social security, your financial security. So the Rahu moving into the Lagna has activated thinking on those lines, thinking on the lines of career, thinking on the lines of job opportunity, thinking of the lines of what you're doing, how you're doing so far. Are you doing well in terms of, you may also compare yourself to your friends, your colleagues. Are you doing better than them? Have they done better than you? So some degree of jealousy may, or wanting to comparison may also come in, which is not a bad thing for you, because from 1st of May when Jupiter will move into the 3rd house of effort, but in the money sign of Taurus. So from the 2nd house, which is the money sign of Taurus and the Kalpurush Kundi in the Aries ascendant, then moving into the money sign but in the 3rd house, which means if you have put in the hard work over the last 1 year, then nobody can stop you from getting an increment. Nobody can stop you from getting a gain, getting growth, because Jupiter is moving into the 3rd house of effort and aspecting the Virgo sign, which is the 6th house in the Kalpurush Kundli. So Ketu, which was not allowing you growth or moving up in career, its grip on your career or job is getting released with Jupiter's aspect, and Jupiter is pushing for. However, this may come in with a change in your team. So you'll have to move into a new team, into a new department, and then work. Connected to also long distance travel, which may come by for you, or a sudden long distance travel or sudden change may come, because Jupiter is aspecting with the 7th aspect, the 9th house of gains, but in the sign of Scorpio, the sign of transformations. So this is surely activating long distance travel, new learning, new earning, new experiences also. And through that, Rahu placed in the Lagna, which means an opportunity of growth is coming for you. So the hunger and greed to move up is surely going to be throughout the year. And long distance travel may be there. Even if you don't move your cities, don't move your home, you will at least have 3 or 4 big opportunities of moving to or traveling within the city, within the country, not within the city, within the country, for new gains, new opportunity, new learning. And at least one foreign trip may also come by for Pisces ascendant natives. And some of your wishes and desires are surely coming true. So with your effort, if you have put in the effort over the last 1 year or so and continue to do for the first 4 months, so then May 1st onwards, when Jupiter's transit and Taurus is coming by, new relationship is coming by, new team is coming by, long distance travel is happening, new opportunities of learning are happening, sudden opportunities, transformations in how you work. So whoever you try to influence, it's a chance they may be influenced better than earlier for you, and wishes and desires will come true. You will meet new people, new gains may come by, but be careful of who you meet, because that person may end up becoming somebody who you get into a relationship with. And Ketu is placed in the 7th house, which means Ketu will not allow you to get married, but a relationship may come by. So unless you are really strongly wanting to be with a person, don't get into a relationship suddenly thinking, or if you are not committed to a person, don't suddenly commit. Think through before you make a commitment, and make the decision only after the 1st of May. So overall, for Pisces ascendant natives, a very, very good year is going to be upon you. Jupiter rules the Lagna. Jupiter is moving into the 3rd house of effort. So every effort that you put in will bring you some gains surely. Relationships, teamwork, new connections, new gains, sudden gains coming, new opportunities, travel, long distance travel, new workshops, new learning, new certifications happening, and one strong wish and desire surely coming true for Pisces ascendant natives. So make the best use of it. If there is any sign which is going to be doing very well among the others, at least in the first 4-5 signs, whichever is going to do very well in the next year, you are surely going to be among those people. So friends, now that we have seen how the next year 2024 is going to be for different rising sign people, this will also have a bearing depending on which placement or which planet is in your natal chart, especially where Jupiter and Rahu and Ketu and Saturn are placed in your natal charts. Those will bring about new opportunities for you. See what doshas, what yogas Jupiter or Saturn are in your natal chart, because those will also have a strong bearing on what results we'll get from 2024. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me or in the links given below. Until some other time with some other video, may the next new year be a very fantastic new year for you with new opportunities, new growth. So till such time, ciao.